Late in Queen Victoria's reign, a scientist receives messages from angels, desperate to stop a future world war. Delilah Ditch, an orphan and woman with no means, becomes his prototype for the super soldier that the angels want him to build. She, however, might have other ideas. The Galvanized Girl is a short story, well, okay, no. It's really sort of a novelette type thing. It is a dystopian fiction set in 1890s-ish, late 1880s, that sort of a thing, sort of alternate history-esque. The premise of this book I really enjoyed. It's a sort of message from angels who are sending information to a particular scientist to prevent a world war, and to do this they are instructing this scientist to create an exoskeleton that would fit over a person, in this case our main character Delilah Ditch, to provide means of fighting and superior weaponry and that sort of a thing. Think Iron Man, except like in the 1880s, so that's a thing. And I have to say, this book is absolutely fascinating. The way that the story is written, it is a mixture of sort of recordings from the scientist's perspective, from Delilah's perspective, and then also newspaper articles and different things talking about world events that are happening at that time. You know, the Kaiser showing up in England for an expo on this Galvanized Girl, that sort of a thing. It's all very fascinating. I really enjoyed the mixed writing style that shows up in this. I think as far as the characters go, the scientist freaks me out just a little bit. He's kind of Dr. Frankenstein meets the lunatic asylum. He's very good at what he does, and the reasons he does it are very, very well described and fascinating and whatnot, but it's a little creepy. I like it. Yeah, I think it's fascinating. I think it really does well, sort of encompassing all of the different elements of this piece in such a concise format. It's wow, yeah. As far as the Galvanized Girl herself, Delilah is... she feels like she's got a very strong personality, a very intriguing character to follow, but I wanted to hear a little bit more from her, I think. I think that would have been nice. However, I think the fact that we didn't hear from her as much as, say, the scientist or his assistant or anything really made it a mystery. Like, who is this Galvanized Girl? And it is explained and things are told, but there's just an extra element there that isn't described, and I think part of me really wants to know, but part of me also doesn't, because it is done so well. Yeah. Anyways, this story is a fairly quick read. I went through it, you know, less than an hour. It's only about 60 pages or so. But I think it doesn't actually need to be any longer than it is, because it portrays a full story so well in such a short amount of time. I really liked the fact that it was concise, and you know, not every story has to be a 600-page novel. I have read a lot of those, and a lot of those have extraneous detail. This one, I think, does really well in capturing a full story and providing enough extra mystery in the time that it's got to sort of, well, capture the mind a lot. Yeah. Also, I really like stories set in the late 1800s with combined, like, scientific, steampunk, dystopian elements. It's just, I really enjoyed it. So, I enjoyed this story. I don't really have any major critiques for this story. I think it just does very well at what it is, which is science fiction slash dystopian steampunk sort of thing. Yeah. I really liked it. Anyways, as usual, all the links are in the description box below. You can find them there. You can find my links there too if you're interested. The author has, I believe, several other short-ish novelettes and other stories that you can read, and I think you would probably enjoy them. They're quite interesting from the descriptions that I have read. So that's pretty much what I've got for you today. Really, you know, I enjoyed this. A short story. It was kind of perfect for this time of year. It felt wonderful. Go cause some trouble, and I shall see you next time. Bye. Hello. You want to say hello to everybody? Yeah. Meow. This is Minnie, my current distraction. Say hello. Yeah, no. Okay, suit yourself.